Alright, what's going on everybody, Dogman Dan here. So, people keep asking me about my Excalibur setups. I'm actually running 2 Excalibur setups. I wouldn't say that they're anything phenomenal to anybody in particular, but I'm running 2 Excalibur setups. They are 100% based off of how I play. So, firstly, to get it off, they are not focused solely on the abilities. Nothing is overpowered in any way, shape, or form. The abilities in my setup are there to help you in sticky situations, but are not there to define how the frame is run. So if you're looking here, you've got just some things to talk about. So slash dash is a ranged thing, and so is the super jump. Okay, and then so is radial blind, has a range on it, as well as radial javelin has a range on it. So it's a big thing to make sure that we don't lose any of the range that we have on the frame, because that's really a negative impact here. But I want to focus a bit on the duration, because I want the radial blind, which I use most, to have a decent time on it. So it shows here it's 15 seconds at its max. It's got a little bit more than that, so I really do that because of how I play the frame. But let's go ahead and take a look at the 2 setups I have. Okay, so first one's pretty simple. We have Vitality and Vigor giving us our max health in here, and some shields, of course. I'm going to run Rapid Resilience as often as I can on most of my frames now, because that extra negative status duration is awesome. It keeps you alive more than you can even imagine. I've thrown Prime Flow in here. I've thrown Prime Continuity. Continuity's there to give me that duration extension on the radial blind, which is the ability that I utilize the most, especially when I'm doing things like meleeing or I'm in a tough situation. I'm going to knock the radial blind and just shoot my way out of it, or do whatever I have to do to get out of it. Intensify gives me a little extra strength. Streamline, of course, for efficiency, and then Rage to convert damage, of course, back into energy. And I'm running Energy Siphon and the Prime Flow, which eventually I'll get it maxed up, but I don't have it maxed yet. But these are all going to keep me with enough energy to run through most of anything. But it's really a very simple setup. There's nothing too crazy here in terms of how I play it, but it's just how I do it. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate over the setup, this crap, blah 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 blah. Hey, listen, if you don't like it, then you can just go watch somebody else's crap, okay? At this point, I'm doing this because people keep asking me. And so now you can see how I currently have it set up. Now this is just a standard kind of, like, it allows you to use all of the abilities. Nothing overpowered, like I said, but it allows you to utilize all the abilities in a situational point when you need to. Slash dash works well, you know, radial javelin works well, jump works well, so it's all there. Now, if you want to get a little bit crazier, we go over to config B here. Now config B, which I've done before in a video before, this is 100% a melee setup. Okay, you are not using abilities in this. There is zero focus on abilities. Okay. Yeah, I could take out Intensify, but you know, you never know if you need slash dash, or so you get a little extra power strength out of that. I don't even know if that's even what I meant there to say. Probably not. I mean, I could put some other mods in here if I really wanted to, but for the most part, this is 100% set up for melee only. So we're keeping Vitality and Vigor. We of course have Rage in here. Okay. We're running Corrosive Projection, especially when we're going against the big enemies. You know, the guys like the Grineer and their armor, or even in the Void. Even at 30%, it's a decent change just when you're doing it solo. We're going to run Sure-Footed for 60% knockdown resistance against the big guys, along with Fortitude, which is going to give me the 20% resistance, so I got an 80% knockdown resistance, plus an 80% shield recharge. I don't have a big shield, but an 80% shield recharge is nice to have here. Rapid Resilience, again, to keep the status duration off, and of course Prime Flow. And that's it. It's real simple. Now you've seen me run it this way I did it in a melee only build run. I did it against the highest level Grenadier you could find out there. And I haven't changed it really since. Well, I did. I put Fortitude in here. I think originally I had something else at the time. I don't remember what it was. It may have actually been Undying Will, but as a solo, it doesn't work out well. Now, of course, there are other things you could do. You could put Retribution in here. Retribution is great, especially with the chance to electrical damage enemies when you're struck. Okay. Also, if you wanted, now where the hell is it? Where is it? You can always throw Handspring in as well as in terms of knockdown recovery. But when you're running 80% knockdown resistance, you really don't need to worry about Handspring for recovery too much because you're not going to get knocked down very often if you are at all. And then I really like having that 80% shield recharge. So, you know, you can, even in this, when you're talking heavy impact, if you want to change something around, you can always change something in here around. Heck, you could even take, to be honest, in the regular build, you could take heavy impact and replace it with, replace it in here for rage. Fill this bad boy up, and then every time you come down from your jump attack, you've got that extra seismic shockwaves. That could work in there if you're trying to work abilities. But for me right now, I'm going to keep rage in here. I may change that. I may put that in there, but this is the regular standard one I've been running, and here's the straight melee only that I've been running. And is it perfect? No, I don't think so. But does it suit me and my exact play style and how I run it? Yes, indeed it does. So, if you have any comments or questions, please do feel free to leave them below. I'm glad to answer them anytime. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. As always, we'll see you soon.